Hi everyone, well I'm finally taking the plunge about 10 years behind everyone else and setting up a YouTube channel. Just going to use it for answering a few questions, match reports, do a little report on a Monday, tell you about my weekend and do a few little guides to different things. The first one today, the question I get asked about by far the most on Facebook and messages and on the phone is elastics. I use slik elastic for everything. I have done since it came out or before it came out. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to run you through what I use for what, and we'll go from there. Starting off with the 8 to 10, the green. It's all I've used all winter for just about everything, to be honest. It does everything from roach to F1s to carp. The length of top kit you have it in makes a huge difference. So I use it in all my F1 fishing that I've been doing all winter and carping, to be honest, through a short kit. It's just a perfect length. You're in control of everything, but it's lovely and soft. I do use it for a match kit as well, for fishing really long, just so you've got a bit more elastic to play with. The same for dobbing, so the fish aren't splashing around, you've got a little bit more length when you strike. Summertime, I would use it for a match kit for fishing for skimmers, but I prefer it for a short kit, if I'm honest. It's just a bit more control. Moving up in the range is the 10 to 12, the red. I think it's red, I'm colourblind, so I hope it's red. In short kits in the winter, I use it for just that bit heavier if I'm fishing where there's a lot more carp. Summertime, I would use it for a long kit for big skimmers, fishing at places like Barston, fishing short. It's just a bit more control, a bit quicker for playing them. And in a short kit in the summer, it is all I use for F1s. For shallow fishing, down the edge, mud lining, for everything. It is just a perfect F1 elastic in my opinion. Moving up the range is the orange, the 12 to 14. It's probably the one I use least, if I'm honest. In a short kit, I do carry some in the summer for fishing shallow for F1s against pads and against features. And also for on the mud line and stuff where there's just a few snags and you need a little bit more control. Raven at Rookery Waters is a good example. There's a lot of stick-ups and stuff across. There are quite a lot of carp you catch in there, smaller carp, so it's the perfect elastic for that. I do carry a couple of long, I use it in a power kit, for fishing meat short on places like Heronbrook where you're potentially catching lots of F1s and some really big carp. It's just got that bit more length and a bit more power for doing that. It's the ideal happy medium. Moving up to the yellow, the 14 to 16. Now we're getting into some proper carp territory. I'd only use those for a long kit. There's not enough stretch for me in a short kit. Some people do it, but it's not for me. I find it bottoms out a little bit too quick. If I'm fishing against snags or so, for carp, I would just step up the elastic size. I wouldn't ever use it for a short kit. The yellow is my favourite for fishing on the deck for small carp. There's plenty of stretch in it still. Catch F1s with it in snaggy pegs as well if you needed to. But what I like it for most is for fishing shallow for big carp. It's a lot of control in it, but there's a lot of stretch, so you're not spooking the fish. They can swim out the peg quite happily. Moving on again to my favourite elastic in the whole range, the 16 to 18, again a green. That is my go-to deck elastic for proper carp, for fishing long with hard pellets, meat short, that sort of thing, and really bagging shallow, to be honest, because it's still got a lot of stretch. At Rookery, again going back to Rookery Waters on Magpie, when we're catching 300 or 400 pound of carp in the summer shallow, that is my go-to elastic. The next one, the red again, the 18 to 20, that is my edge elastic. It's it's awesome for playing big fish quickly. I do use that for a slightly different kit. I use the Match Ultras and the Power Ultras. Just when I'm using the really heavy ones, I just use one of the normal power kits. The cheaper ones, they're slightly more heavier carbon. I just think they're a bit stronger for when you're really bullying fish, but you can use either. I've used it quite happily for an ultra kit as well. But for edge fishing it is perfect if you're catching big weights. The last one, I haven't actually got any left here at home, is the orange, the 20 to 22, which is absolutely brutal stuff. I don't really use it. I do carry it in a couple of kits for real snag fishing, generally with a margin pole. And if you can't get them out with that, you're not going to get them out of anything. It is really heavy duty stuff, but it has a time and a place. Moving on with the YouTube channel, I'll try and get a report up of my weekend on a Monday or a Tuesday night. Unfortunately, I've not really got a lot to report this week. I only fished on Sunday after a really good run, winning lots of matches, lots of big weights the last few weeks. Drew a bad peg at a new venue, didn't catch a lot, so not really a lot I can tell you about that one. Please subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions you'd like answering, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Try and do a little video on something if it's a specific method or anything like that. And thanks for watching.